It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball, looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And here we go, toe-to-toe, two of the most formidable front courts in the NBA. Shaq, tonight, how do you see this battle of the bigs being played out?
Well, it's not checkers, but it'll definitely be a chess match in the terms of rotations, substitutions. Each team will try to establish itself very, very early.
I thought maybe it'd be a lot more physical than a chess match.
Oh, chess can be physical. You didn't watch Bobby Fischer? He's still missing.
Well, stretch bigs will try to put shot blockers, away from the basket. And then when you get those shot blockers away, you get drives to the rim. So the power bigs, they try to throw their weight around on the blocks, but overall, the stretch bigs separate the floor.
I think it's time to tip this thing off. Kevin Harlan has the call, and we'll see you later.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the AT&TCenter in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. You look at the Nuggets facing off here against a very talented ball club, guys. This is a tremendous chance for them to put all their skill and talent on display.
And for the Nuggets, they've basically lived up to the expectations so far this season, and that's not really good news for their fan base because those expectations only had them on the brink of the playoffs.
Unfortunately, those expectations were right on the money. They just weren't ready to join that elite group of teams at the top of this league. And they're still in the playoff picture, and we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
Now about halfway through the season, Brent, some teams looking great, but we still have a long way to go. We're talking about an 82-game schedule that is meant to put teams and players really to a full test.
Yeah, it's really something. I oftentimes find myself, Kevin, looking back after 14 years of playing at a team's schedule for an upcoming season, and I scratch my head and I go, wow, I used to do that? That's not easy to do.
It's very difficult. I agree. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Murray and Harris in the backcourt, and it's Barton in at the small forward. And that one's good, Jokic.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
And Mills kicks to Gasol. Gasol a screen. Gasol a screen on Barton. Here's Bellinelli. That one's not going to go. Good defense by Jokic. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Greg Popovich.
Well, Kevin, when I asked him about the defensive game plan, he said they have to clog up the middle and deny clean looks at the basket. If they can do that, he thinks they'll have the upper hand. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Now here's Mills, guarded closely. Aldridge is screen. Mills dishes to Bellinelli. Here's Aldridge. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Now here's Murray. A 14-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Aldridge a screen. The three from Mills. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mills has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Barton passes to Jokic. Dishes it to Harris. Passes it to Barton. Gasol with the rebound. The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Mills can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Barton drives in, goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Barton's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, the defense opens up just for a quick second, and that's where Barton takes advantage. He jets into that gap and right towards the hoop.
Aldridge is screened. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Good looking screen by Gasol. Mills can't hit.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
Murray, no good.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And Mills kicks to Green. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Spurs.
And I think they had the right idea. They didn't rely too much on the three-point shot or, for that matter, the inside game. They kind of altered their game plan depending on the opponent and really avoided being one-dimensional.
Green draws the double. Here's Aldridge. Here's Mills. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Mills has got 5.
For a guy who doesn't love the contact inside, Mills taking it up strong.
Jokic a screen. Murray kicks to Jokic. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Jokic has got his second bucket tonight. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Gasol. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers.
Felt like he also was prepared for whatever the opposition was coming at him with. He was either contesting shots or swatting them away. Just a dominant defensive performance all the way around.
Will Barton, known as the People's Champ, is a fantastic scorer on the wing. Fearless with the shots he takes, Brent, and very aggressive when he gets the ball in his hands.
Well, that's what you love most about Will Barton is his ability to attack a defender off the wing and play with speed and reckless abandon. It's him trying to find a more complete game and also maybe, Kevin, trying to find a little bit more control around what he does offensively.
That free throw good from Barton.
6'6", 175. That's one wily athlete. Will Barton, tough to guard, given his height and his speed.
Both free throws good from Barton. And the Nuggets over the past few seasons have done a great job as an organization of collecting talent.
And with that steady approach, they've been able to develop a star with Jokic. The Nuggets took a very disciplined approach to building this team, and you can see the depth they enjoy, and it all starts with the job this front office has done.
The tray, good on the three-point shot. Barton's got 7 points in the game.
That was a thing of beauty there. The arc, the release, three ball looking good.
Here's Bellinelli. Barton defending. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. And Pau Gasol, one of the most skilled 7-footers this league has ever seen. Whether it's the low post, high post, flaring off picks, you want the ball in his hands.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And Pau Gasol, a very good perimeter shooter, starting to stretch his range out beyond that three-point arc.
Yeah, his face-up game is becoming more and more prominent. Working from that elbow, he's become more of a triple threat. He can shoot it, drive it, and pass at a high level.
And the second free throw, good.
I'll throw in the obligatory two-time champion, a remarkable big man, Pau Gasol, who continues to add to his career.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Harris against Green. Outside Gasol. Millsap with the steal. Murray dishes to Millsap. Mills with the steal. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
Gasol passes to Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Aldridge has got his second basket of the night.
Now that's what you're going to get with Pau Gasol, a tremendous passer who's got his eyes up at all times.
Murray kicks to Millsap. On the wing, Harris, guarded by Green. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Gary Harris is the type of player that a lot of people feel very confident is just going to keep getting better and better. Has a good knack for scoring the ball. Such a great off-ball cutter. Great chemistry right now with Jokic between the two of them. And as he grows older, he'll continue to build upon his offense. Potential to be a very good two-way player.
First free throw is good. And for Harris, the way he plays, it'll probably be a few years before he hits his prime. Brent, even right now, you like how he can fill it up.
Well, he went from his first year just averaging 13 minutes to 2 straight seasons averaging over 32. So trial by fire a bit with Gary Harris, but he continues to show progression and can be a very effective two-way player. Lots of upside for this guy.
And the Spurs last season, how about setting the all-time record for consecutive winning seasons with 20? This is a group that's won 50 or more games in every one of those seasons except the strike-shortened one in '99.
Now here's Mills. Last game he had 13. Just 4 to shoot. Aldridge a screen. Here's Bellinelli. Rebound by the Nuggets. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Here's Ginobili following the basket by Paul Millsap. And here's Mills. 5 points in the game. Over Millsap. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And Greg, for the Spurs, they're so competitive. It's inevitable. They just win year after year.
Yeah, but that big three of Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili, the all-time winningest trio in the history of our league, had a lot to do with it. And as that era comes to an end, they're doing a terrific job of just picking up new star talent without skipping a beat.
Bellinelli with the 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Barton in the corner. The shot misses. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And their aggressiveness on D, for me, it felt like that was the advantage that turned the tide for them.
Well, fast and physical, sometimes you can get lost if you get out of whack. They had great discipline on that end of the floor, and that led to some key stops, and they got the win.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy, and that was easy.
A different look now for San Antonio. Gay comes in for Pau Gasol, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Denver leading by 9. Harris dishes to Plumlee. And there's the pass to Beasley. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Brent, each coach has his strengths and they've got weaknesses, but if you needed someone to drop a play to get you one bucket out of a timeout, who are some of the names you turn to?
I think I'm going to turn to Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, possibly James Harden, because 2 points can happen after a free throw, right, Kev? So
yes.
I could get James Harden to the line, and then one LeBron James. That's not a bad list of guys to turn to if I need 2 points.
Absolutely. And then what coach would you have draw up that play?
If I don't say Pop, my life will cease to exist. I will say Greg Popovich in late game situations does a marvelous job. Not only, Kevin, of getting the ball to the guy that he wants potentially to get the game winner, but to have options and to make sure that that player sees those options in case something breaks down.
Now here's Gay. After the miss from Mason Plumlee, count the basket.
And Gay is quick at getting his shot off. Can't give this guy any separation, even as the pass is coming his way.
Now here is Harris. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Plumlee with the screen. Harris kicks to Arthur. And it's Beasley in the corner. Here's Plumlee. Back to Arthur. Pass to Harris. Now here's Fareed. Tight defense on him. It's tipped. Here's Murray. Lays it up off the glass.
Soft touch on the lay-in. Not everyone has that.
The Nuggets leading by 7. Harris outside. He dishes it to Arthur. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And Arthur no good on that one. Brent, you don't think of the Nuggets as being a especially good outside shooting team.
Well, I think for them, Kevin, a lot of the guys who they are hoping can shoot the ball develop into more consistent shooters. Jamal Murray is talked about with the Denver Nuggets as having one of the more sweeter shooting strokes, and Gary Harris continues to work on it. So making a conscious effort to improve not just the shots and the makes, but maybe the shot selection of this young ball club.
Teams value the three so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. In fourth, the Spurs.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
The Spurs shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you might have thought that with the big three retiring and getting older, the San Antonio Spurs might need to think about rebuilding. But the emergence of one Kawhi Leonard as a superstar in the league on both ends of the floor has extended this team's dominance.
Both free throws good from Forbes. And Tim Duncan retired, as we know, but Kawhi Leonard carrying on that culture of no frills. Brent, work and dedication to the game.
Well, there's no better standard bearer than what Kawhi Leonard has represented, but it's been built on the shoulders of Tim Duncan and David Robinson before him. The Spurs continue to go about their business, respecting the game and getting the most out of the ability of the players on the floor.
Here's Murray. The Nuggets getting the bucket. The feed now to Gay. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Kenneth Faried.
And the thing about Rudy Gay, you never know when he's going to have a night where he just explodes. He's one of those guys that can just score in bunches.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That's good from Rudy Gay.
Well, a great battle last year as the season finished off between the Nuggets and Blazers to make the playoffs. Denver did not. So they made some trades, tried to make a push. This year they've got to make some improvements and maybe find themselves in one of those top 8 slots to play in the postseason.
Rudy Gay hits them both. And Brent, for the Nuggets, you get the feeling of excitement for this franchise.
Well, you feel like this team's not just going to make the playoffs once, but could have a very effective long run in the Western Conference, and they're going to be playing a style that a lot of their fans and certainly fans around the league are going to appreciate. Off-ball movement and passing. You know, there's a team in Golden State that seemed to do that with great effectiveness.
Now here's Murray, guarded by Harris. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
And Gay, such a terrific athlete, outstanding at rising up and just bringing the hammer.
Harris outside. Denver passing it around. Screen by Faried. Here's Beasley. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Beasley's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Ginobili. That shot missing. Plumlee with some nice D. The Nuggets leading by 7. Here's Beasley. Forbes with the rebound. Gay outside. A floater, and Faried sends it back.
And the swat by Faried was vicious, stalking his prey.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Right back after this break. And one of the most competitive men ever to play this game, Manu Ginobili, spoke with us about this year.
Just rely on what happened in the past, then you're stuck in the past. And we, many of us, maybe our last shot, our last season, we don't even know if we're going to have another season. So, you know, we want to do as good as we can.
Well, the fire is still there, but the energy and the ability, guys, to get it done physically, let's face it, at this point, Ginobili's mostly gutting it out.
Still, you know, though, he'll either beat you or go down swinging. Just a tough individual.
And now the 2nd quarter just getting set to start. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the 2nd quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs. Ginobili out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Murray. And it's Bertinason at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Nuggets leading by 7. Harris outside. Kicks it to Plumlee. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Plumlee's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Denver. Murray, the pass to Bertans. They set the pick. Murray kicks to Bertans. Floats one up. And Fareed sends it back.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Spurs. And finished off by Gay.
Danny Green is such a fantastic system player, and this is a pretty fantastic system, so it's working out well.
Denver shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Arthur dishes to Harris. Now here's Plumlee. He's guarded closely. Great D that time from Green.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Murray, the pass to Forbes. He kicks it to Gay.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Beasley. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Coach Greg Popovich last season passed Jerry Sloan for the most wins with a single team. Of course, Jerry Sloan with the Utah Jazz. You might not know this, but the Spurs modeled themselves very much after the Utah Jazz system behind Stockton, Malone, and Sloan staying there for the amount of time that he did. That role model of consistency and sustained success and accountability has certainly worked in this small market in San Antonio.
San Antonio shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
One shot.
That's good from Rudy Gay. And the Spurs are now seen as that model franchise. Brent, so interesting to hear who they tried to emulate.
Easy to see a lot of comparisons between the precision and the toughness and the bond between not only the coach and the players, but the team and the community, the way that it happened in Utah for the Jazz. And Coach Pop talks a lot about those connections that Jerry Sloan had between John Stockton and Karl Malone. It's something he's always admired and brought to the San Antonio way.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Spurs trail by 4. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going on the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency, one of the best two-way players in the game. Here's Bellinelli after the basket by Will Barton. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Harris with the ball. Murray, good. And now it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Here's Gasol. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Pau Gasol last season playing by far the lowest minutes of his career. Brett, around 25 a game.
Well, that's just how the Spurs disperse the minutes. Again, nobody really pushes up against that 30-minute mark, and so accountability every night to be ready and go out and be effective in the minutes that you get. This isn't a bad thing for Pau at 7 feet.
Shooting 2.
This can extend his career maybe 2 or 3 more seasons.
And the first one drops. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. Gasol drops 2. Well, you've certainly been in the public eye for a while as a player, as a broadcaster, an actor in the Jerry Maguire movie. Is there anything else?
So kind of you, Kevin, to bring that up.
I'm just reading the list here, Brent. Is there anything else on camera that you'd really like to do?
Oh, I was in a Coolio video. I don't know if you knew that, Kevin. Coolio made a music video, and I was asked to come down to the studio with the late Malik Sealy, and him and I actually were in the video for the movie's primetime song.
No kidding.
Yes.
How about that? How fun. And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. Gasol, a screen on Barton. Here's Bellinelli, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim. Oh, that athletic.
Yeah.
Well, once Millsap sees he has an opening, he lays the hammer down on that drive.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another unleash chaos moment. Aldridge's shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. Now, here's Jokic. An 11-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And a name that a lot of NBA teams were in on this past offseason was Paul Millsap. His ability to shoot from outside and play in the post was wanted all over the league, and the Nuggets were the team ultimately that was able to land it.
And for the Nuggets, Millsap, Greg, seems to be what they want in the 4.
You know, he pairs well with Jokic and others on this team, gives them some shooting and rebounding, plus his overall versatility is what separates him. The Nuggets seem to jump out of nowhere to sign him, but when you look at things, it really does make sense.
I'd just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Jokic, no good.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
All right, a chance to take a look at some stats for Murray. How his last 10 games have gone. 9th in free throw percentage. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. Good looking screen by Gasol. Green kicks to Mills. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And the shot is good. And it's 8 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, I feel like he can make that one blindfolded. Aldridge, as usual, cashing in from mid-range.
Pass to Jokic. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there. Reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Jokic with his screen on Green. Harris. Rebounded by the Spurs.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
Green kicks to Aldridge. Lots of room. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now just a 1-point Nugget lead.
Well, becoming more and more comfortable with the catch and shoot, Aldridge is now a threat every time they run that kind of play.
The dish to Millsap. Jokic a screen. Harris rejected by Gasol. Here's Mills. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Well, the defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light him up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
And the shot goes down. Millsap's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Mills dishes to Aldridge. And he banks in the layup. Aldridge has got 14.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Jokic. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Mills with it. He's covered by Murray. Jokic with the steal. It's Barton with the drive. Here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
When you let a big guy like Millsap roam around near the glass, he really gobbles up the offensive rebounds and can stick you.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Murray. Takes the 3. Mills can't hit.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Green, the pass to Mills. Here's Bellinelli. Martin defending. Mills. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 9.
Well, he lacks some size and some strength, but Mills creative in the inside to finish that one. Well, the Spurs system hasn't changed through the years, but certainly some things being more emphasized than others. You had the post attack, certainly with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, and then it shifted to the drive and kick style with Manu and Tony Parker. And now they're back to playing the mid-range game with Kawhi Leonard and LaMarcus Aldridge.
And here's Mills following Paul Millsap's 3. And Mills kicks to Green. Outside for Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Harris passes to Jokic to the middle. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Paul Gasol.
Amazing to think about where Paul Millsap's game has come throughout the course of his career. I remember that the first season for him in Utah, just shooting 3 3-pointers. Now he's to the point where he's averaging close to about 250 throws from the 3-point line. So his skill at that forward spot on full display in today's NBA.
The first one falls. And Millsap has become vastly superior as a shooter and playmaker.
Well, coming into the league and being drafted by Utah, he was an effort player. Those efforts have paid off. First ever player, Kevin, to lead the NCAA in rebounding for 3 straight seasons at that size, and now one of the league's most coveted and skilled big men on both ends of the floor.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Brent, the stretch 4, the 3-and-D players, specialties that have emerged over the years. Any other specialties you see becoming a trend?
The one that I see as a trend, Kevin, right now is the redefining of the 5 position. To think about guys like Porzingis, Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis, being able to stretch a defense out at the 5 position all the way out to the 3-point line. We're redefining what it means to be a center in the NBA.
I'm sure there are traditional guys that see that and just can't believe what they're watching, huh? Guys out there that big and hitting shots.
Yeah, most of those old guys will take back to the home, Kevin. Just enjoy it while you can.
And that's such good work to make this a 1-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Denver's gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Here's Beasley, and he converts the layup. Beasley's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Murray dishes to Aldridge. That one a little long.
You got to be a little bit questioning of the defense, because I'm sure they feel foolish for giving that guy that look, but they survived it.
Now here is Harris. And Plumlee kicks to Fareed. Back to Plumlee. Feeds it to Arthur. Screen by Fareed. Off the pick. Kept alive. And finished off by Fareed.
And that's just really a stellar job by Fareed to come away with the rebound, tirelessly working for the offensive board.
Spurs trail by 6. Murray kicks to Bertans. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. From the low block. Aldridge a screen. 6 to shoot. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Fareed. And the dunk by Fareed.
Well, as soon as Fareed gets the ball there, you know he's going to rise up for the dunk. He is constantly looking to throw it down.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Aldridge a screen. Now here's Murray. Guarded by Harris. Bertans kicks to Aldridge. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's Harris. Beasley for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And so we wrap up the first half. Nuggets ahead as they end the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime report. There was no stopping Paul Millsap in the first half. He had 18 points, 2 block shots, and 3 rebounds. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
Well, it's Paul Millsap ticking every box out there. Defense, yep. Doggone right, Ernie. His all-around game does not get enough credit, but I'm giving him the credit today. I'm the principal and the teacher. You get all A's, baby.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Spurs?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You know, Paul Millsap has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. The Nuggets leading by 8. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Murray and Harris in the backcourt. Martin at small forward with Millsap at power forward. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Jokic. Harris passes to Murray. That shot misses. Great D that time from Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Danny Green, undrafted out of North Carolina. He's been a linchpin of the Spurs' great defense over his career.
You know, 6'6" with that 6'10" wingspan. This is a guy that can block shots like a big man, guards 3 positions, and one of the guys that we call the prototype when you talk about that 3 and D wing player.
Free throw good, Green. Well, one reason the Nuggets have the success they do on the offensive end is that this team is loaded with passers.
Yeah, and amazing that their best passer is their center in Jokic. That encourages so many guys, Kevin, to have energy to move without the basketball. Cut, get an opening, and all of a sudden the ball is in your hands. That unselfish play helped this Nugget team be one of the more devastating offensive rosters in the league.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Now Murray. He feeds it to Millsap. Back to Murray from outside the arc. Rebound San Antonio. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside over Jokic. No good off the back of the rim.
Got to make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. The defense was just okay.
And it's Barton that time on the assist by Harris. 11 points for Will Barton.
Will Barton catches the ball. A great job of squaring up. And the defense better be aware of him there.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Mills dishes to Green. Gasol, a screen on Harris. Green kicks to Gasol. Over Jokic. Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 6 points in the bucket from Pau Gasol. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Murray. Barton outside. Here's Jokic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jokic has got 6.
I respect the touch of Jokic on the inside. If he's good with the ball and soft hands as a passer, why not around the rim?
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Dishes it to Harris. They set the pick. Jokic a screen. Here's Barton. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Green with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Green passes to Mills. Bellinelli banked in off the glass. Now just a 4-point Denver lead.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that 1 miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
Here's Jokic. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
There's that length and anticipation. Hard to get the ball over Aldridge in that scenario.
To the paint. It's deflected. Green kicks to Aldridge. Shoots over Barton. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Back to Harris. Murray with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Spurs' Greg Popovich talked about developing players. He said, our method is usually tough love. I don't think coddling works, and beating them to death mentally doesn't work either. You give them a clear picture of what's demanded, show care, understand what makes them tick. If that doesn't get through, you get rid of them. Kevin?
And the military background of Popovich plays a part in this way of thinking, David. It's why the Spurs have been so successful for so many years. Mills can't hit.
And that's a rare sight. Usually shooters make the defense pay when they're that lackadaisical.
Murray, good.
And giving up a lot of inches, he was still, though, determined to make the play.
Yeah, this is the time you can use that word, tenacity. Some guys wouldn't even try that shot, but he goes in there undeterred.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Barton dishes to Murray. And the pass to Millsap. There's a good screen. Millsap a screen. Pass to Murray. Just 5 to shoot.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Count that one. Green's got 4 this quarter.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
And he comes up with the deuce.
I like that recognition, effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
Aldridge a screen. Aldridge, and it's Aldridge on the follow. Aldridge has got 20 points.
Love the follow-up. It's as if Aldridge knows where the shot's coming from and gets himself in great position on the glass.
And here is Murray. He's got 8. Barton drives in. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. 13 points for Will Barton.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
Spurs trail by 4. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, it was a completely one-sided season series, and that was no surprise to anyone. This first game between them should give us an idea if they're on a little more even ground this season.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Now here's Murray. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Yep, that one goes in there. Murray's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Harris outside. Over in the corner, Arthur. They get it back. Plumlee, the pass to Beasley. And oh, here we go. Gage got it, the fast break chance. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. The Nuggets #1.
You know, they've been so aggressive on the offensive boards, and they're earning every one of those second chance buckets with that relentless effort.
That's good from Rudy Gay. And Rudy Gay suffered the injury last season, but was still a wanted man when free agency rolled around, Greg, and San Antonio got him.
Yeah, I mean, the Spurs made a big offer for him, and Gay felt it was the right fit. Interesting to see how his role develops in San Antonio this year. Still, there's a feeling that he's got a lot left in the tank.
And it's tied up with that one.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
It's Beasley on the wing. He dishes it to Plumlee. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Arthur. Rejected by Ginobili. And the foul called on Jarrell Arthur. That is his first foul of the game. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Bertans. He's guarded by Plumlee. The feed to Forbes. Pass to Bertans. Kicks it to Forbes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the lead. Good on the three-point shot. Forbes has got 7.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
10,000 hours of practice at work here, blocking out all distractions and just shooting your shot.
Offensive rebound. Out to Harris. They need this. Bangs home the trifecta. Harris has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Nobody near Gay. Here's Murray, and it's sent back by Plumlee.
Showing good shot blocking skills at times. Plumlee gets all of that one.
Over in the corner, Arthur. Shoots the three. Can't hit that one. And the Spurs going the other way now. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Denver's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Beasley.
Ooh. Okay. That's how you attack. Wow. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
The defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
Over in the corner, Arthur. Back to Beasley. Plumlee with the screen. Out to Harris. The three. Hits it from 3-point range. Now it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
Getting bigger and stronger every year, Plumlee can set a huge screen.
Here's Murray. 6 points for him. Gay kicks to Murray. With the floater, Kenneth Faried pulls it in. Faried's got 4 rebounds in this game. The dish to Harris. Oh, Faried in position. And Faried throws it down.
And doing their best to maximize possessions, just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
So it's San Antonio now. Denver getting their last shot to go. Shot to end this full run. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Before his injury, Rudy Gay had made some strides on the defensive end. In general, Greg, he doesn't get enough credit sometimes for his impact on that side of the ball.
Yeah, Gay has always been a great ball hawk. I mean, he's got long arms to pick off lazy passes. He gets a good amount of blocks for a wing player as well. Very much so underrated when you talk about his defense.
That free throw good from Gay.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And so Gay nails both of them. Now Harris. He's got 8. Beasley outside. He kicks it to Arthur. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Arthur being physical down there, looking to get right into the contact.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Arthur. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The kick out to Faried. Feeds to Harris. Back to Beasley. Passes it to Arthur. Over Ginobili. Again, the Nuggets score.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's San Antonio with it. 8-point game. Murray the pass to Bertens. Now here's Murray. Defense right on him. Gay against Faried, and the shot goes in. 17 points for Gay.
I love how Gay keeps the ball high, not allowing the defense to block it. His length really comes in handy.
Now here's Plumlee. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. For three, Beasley. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Here's Forbes. Excellent D there from Beasley.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you. That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
Murray kicks to Bertans. Dishes it to Gay. Arthur grabs the board. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Here's Harris. Rebound San Antonio.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Beasley dishes to Plumlee. Harris passes to Fareed. Beasley kicks to Fareed. And Fareed throws it down.
And you can tell Fareed loves getting physical, especially when he's going up for shots.
Spurs trail by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Murray with it. Goes back up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Denver on top as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
We can't forget about the boards. If we don't go to bodies, they're going to be at the rim all night.
And pretty unsurprising there, Greg Popovich reminding his guys to block out, play fundamental basketball.
Yeah, I mean, you work so hard at everything else. You have to finish the defense. It would be a crime to give up those extra possessions.
Just one quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. They've got Pau Gasol. Bellinelli is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Murray. And it's Ginobili in a shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Fareed following the shot by Rudy Gay.
You got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at sliding shots away. Put those big hands.
Gasol kicks to Bellinelli. Ginobili with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Gasol, a screen on Harris. Outside for Gasol. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. That's 7 points for Pau Gasol.
And at his height, you have to like what he gives you as a shooter.
Well, when he squares up from the medium range, there's little things you could do to stop him.
Free throw good, Murray.
Man, what a luxury if Murray can play both guard positions. A perfect blend of shrewd passing and some fearless shooting.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And then for Denver, Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Fareed. And Barton subbed in for Jarrell Arthur. Spurs trail by 8. Green kicks to Gay. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. The three. And it's Gay again missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
In transition, here come the Spurs. Bellinelli's got the ball. Green, no luck. The Nuggets leading by 8. Harris with it. Now Green defending. Mills with the steal. The drive by Green. Millsap with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And Barton gets it to go on the assist by Harris. Harris has got his 6th assist on the night. The Spurs have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. Back to Mills. Good looking screen by Gasol. Floats one. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for San Antonio. They double him with Barton. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Green gets it to go.
When you're trying to space the floor, Green's the guy you want out there. The defense is forced to respect him from range.
Millsap a screen. Up off the screen. And it's sent back by Aldridge. 4-on-3 break. Here's Bellinelli. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And now just a 5-point Nugget lead. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Barton kicks to Jokic. Back to Barton. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Spurs. Aldridge has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Bellinelli. Barton defending. It's tipped. Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Wide open look here for Murray. Here's Barton. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
I swear Will Barton's got on track shoes when he's playing. Shot out of a cannon and converting it easily on the other end thanks to the run out.
Aldridge a screen. Millsap's against Green. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The defender there makes a poor choice, underestimating Green's savvy. Results in a trip to the line.
He misses the free throw.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career.
Good on the second free throw. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Now here's Murray, covered by Mills. Barton drives in. For 3, Murray, it's good from long range. Murray's got 9 points here in the second half.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Mills dishes to Bellinelli. He feeds it to Aldridge, to the middle. Right side, Gasol used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Spurs trail by 11. San Antonio calls timeout.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
And last season, how about the jump to true stardom that Jokic was able to make? There was a stretch where every game he just looked more and more incredible. Truly gave this team, I think, a franchise player in the blink of an eye.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He's not satisfied with their effort level. He said, we're not hustling out there, guys. We are not going to win that way. I promise you. We've got to get after it. We'll see how his team responds.
Now here is Aldridge over Millsap. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. The Nuggets leading by 11. Harris kicks to Jokic. Back to Harris. It's Barton on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark. And for so many fans, Greg, of Jokic, it wasn't a surprise to see his play blossom last season.
And boy, did he. Jokic is so skilled for a big man, having played point guard growing up. Still very young and looks to be a star for a long time.
And that one falls for Bellinelli. Both free throws good from Bellinelli. And here's Barton. Now the pass to Murray. Now Jokic outside Millsap. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Millsap a screen. Barton kicks to Jokic. Just 4 to shoot. Another miss by Jokic. Spurs trail by 9. Green with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Bellinelli with the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Out to Harris, and it's Jokic in the corner. Pass to Murray. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Spurs. Aldridge has got 11 rebounds in the game. The feed to Mills. He dishes it to Bellinelli. Good looking screen by Gasol. And Bellinelli kicks to Aldridge. Over Millsap. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Back to Millsap. Pass to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Second shot opportunity. Here's Millsap. Tries yet again. Here's Harris. Rejected by Gasol.
Got to respect the reach and length of Pau Gasol. Outstanding job of skying up for that rejection. The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive and right now stringing some plays together.
Now here's Mills. Kicks to Green. Aldridge a screen. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's on Gary Harris.
And the defender getting caught in between there. Isn't sure which move Aldridge is going to and guesses wrong.
And LaMarcus Aldridge really possesses tremendous shooting touch when you consider this guy's basically a 7-footer, and he's increasing that range. Last season, up over 40% from 3.
First free throw is good. And Aldridge doesn't shoot a ton of threes, yet he still earns his keep in that mid-range.
Yeah, on that left block, back to the basket, and with his size, that turnaround Jay is just about unstoppable.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. And with the emergence of Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge has become a secondary scorer in San Antonio. Brent, how do you like him in that role?
Well, I think that's where LaMarcus Aldridge really fits best, even in his time in Portland with the tremendous offensive output he had as one of the Blazers' greatest of all time. He's sometimes not leaned upon as being the primary scorer, even though that low block basically belongs to LaMarcus Aldridge.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Bellinelli gets the bucket.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Jokic a screen. Murray kicks to Jokic. Barton in the corner. Millsap against Gasol. Millsap passes to Jokic. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got his 3rd assist on the night. Spurs trail by 6. And Mills kicks to Green. Fires from the wing. The offensive rebound. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. The Nuggets leading by 6. Murray the pass to Jokic. Millsap in the corner. Barton outside. From outside off the mark.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make them pay for it.
Now here's Mills. The dish now to Green. 5 to shoot, and good that time. 9 points for Pau Gasol.
And Gasol is someone you turn to in these situations. Need a big basket, he's ready to go.
Harris makes it off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Mills with it, now guarded by Barton. Gasol a screen. Here's Aldridge, but he recovers it. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
Now here's Barton. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And now an 8-point Denver lead.
Now Barton does a good job there, makes that finish look easy with the great control of the body on the finish.
And that one is good. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter. Denver's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And Jokic wide open. He shoots a 3-pointer off the mark. San Antonio's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Green in the post. Guarded by Harris. Good on the bucket. And now just a 4-point Denver lead.
Exceptional shot-making ability there, especially considering the stakes. Aldridge stepping up.
Millsap a screen. Harris against Green. Here's Jokic, and it's sent back by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Spurs. Green with the ball. It's Gasol missing. Denver leading by 4. Now here's Murray. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Murray's got 12 points in just the second half.
Not completely over, but it's getting close.
Yeah, but you still got to play this one out. Near impossible, but I've seen stranger things happen.
Here's Bellinelli. Aldridge double teamed. Here's Gasol. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Like he hasn't made clutch shots before, Kevin. Wow, Pau Gasol with a confident shot with the game being tight.
There's the pick. Jokic inside. Aldridge is there. Jokic kicks to Millsap. That one, no good. Gasol with the defensive effort. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
It's good!
What a huge shot from Millsap. Gotta love how he steps up in that moment.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Well, it really depends on what's available, so we'll see how the defense lines up here.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul Millsap.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
That's a 2 from Bellinelli. Rebound by the Nuggets. Harris drives in. It's in!
Well, just great confidence and courage from Harris on that play. He relishes the chances to build his character and be a hero in a close game like this one.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Definitely. Everything has to happen perfectly just to give them a chance.
And here's Mills for 3, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Loose shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Yeah, it's really incredible when you think about the evolution of Millsap's game. This is a guy who was a second rounder that's turned himself into a perennial all-star.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Wide open look here for Murray, missed. So the Nuggets win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much with Kenneth Fareed. What was the key tonight?
Just keep attacking, keep playing strong, and you know, my teammates, they believe in me. Just relock in and get focused and play my game.
Great team win tonight, Kenneth. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.